Okay.
It's awesome. It's of course you and Cypher.
Yeah, spreading some miracle over the games. With an okay starting hand here. I mean, the sap against the druid is so important. I would never redraw that. If he goes for innervate, coin, whatever, and the hand is pretty ridiculous. Double prep. Look at the hand Cypher is holding here at the moment. That's not cool. You can turn forward, drop a Keeper of the Grove.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah, but do you want to do that? Like, you want to drop a Yeti and not a Keeper.
That's true. And normally you want to have a wild growth, or at least go second, or an innovate or something.
Yeah,
he
but
has absolutely nothing.
Like, no innovate, no wild growth. That's just so sad.
Will we see your famous Solnus drop?
Yeah, I think that's possible, actually. The famous Solnus drop. With this hand...
I think attacking and just hero ability is stronger.
The main problem is, with this hand, you got, like... you got spells, but you cannot use them. You're asking yourself why that ISI7 agent? If he drops the Yeti next turn, what are you going to do against it? You can stab it, but that's like not optimal. Yeah, you stab it, it comes back. You want to go Auctioneer, and then perhaps sap. Draw a card with it. So this is like just drop it on the board, stall the game, and as a miracle, you don't want to get plastered with minions.
Now you go for attack, hero ability, Solnus 100%. I know you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Look at the hand, you need spells, and it's turn 5. He's probably going to drop a minion, and like he's going to drop a Druid of the Claw, a Yeti, and he's not going to kill your Solnus. And if you draw an Eviscerate, you could kill a Yeti or Druid of the Claw easy mode.
I hope he's gonna silence the Solnus.
he's probably going to shoot it away, I think. You want to silence the Solnus, but still, if your enemy gets a deadly poison, then your 2/4 dies against the deadly poison.
But you deny him card draw.
Absolutely. The card draw deny is so important. You get an Auctioneer, you don't care about card draw deny. For especially preparation into Fan of Knives, which is like the best preparation you can do.
I think
you would go for the Eviscerate.
I was thinking about it, but you're probably going for prep Eviscerate.
Well, there are two options. Coin Deadly Poison.
Coin Deadly Poison is stronger.
And even the Backstab. So you get a really nice board out, a lot of cards. A Zoodrake additionally for the next turn. So you can go for a Zoodrake, Backstab, kill a 4/6 minion.
Are you thinking of prep Coldblood? No.
Yeah, I'm thinking about prep Coldblood, actually. But it's better to use the Shiv, since so many cards. Look how many cards you drew, and your enemy's just like, well played. Already Leroy in hand was Coldblood. This is
and you have 9 cards. Wow. Close. You were just counting.
I'm counting afterwards. I have to admit, when I'm playing a Miracle Rogue, I'm always counting afterwards and not before I do the moves.
Could have gotten close with the shift there, though.
Okay, he's going for the White Crows, probably. He's hovering over it. And that could be annoying. Look at the scenarios. So that's going to be a really soon scenarios coming here.
Yeah, but you have the Blade Flurry, another Deadly Poison.
I think
your hand is just so strong.
It was questionable to attack here, in my opinion. You could have kept it for the Blade Flurry, but you got a new weapon also.
Another Auctioneer. I think this is... I don't see him coming back. Yeah, okay, this one is gonna get sapped.
Yeah, and then he drops the Scenarios and you get the Blade Flurry plus Deadly... And you even have the Auctioneer. So, there's no spell for him to deal with it. Oh, my hand is too full, so there was a problem. And I think I didn't even go for the Auctioneer, I just went for maximum damage here, since you can...
Eviscerate, most likely.
You can go for the Eviscerate or for the Coldblood, but the Eviscerate makes way more sense. Especially, his counter is gonna be Scenarios, and you got Blade Flurry, Leroy, Shadow Stab, Leroy, Coldblood. GG.
You can't Coldblood then.
You can't Coldblood then? If you
go with 8 mana.
Oh, with the Blade Flurry not, but you don't even need it. You just need Leroy, Shadow Stab, Leroy plus Coldblood actually. Yep. Already enough. Okay, yep. he got Scenarios. Well,
he got a disadvantage because he lost the first round, Mats. Didn't he?
And that's the first game.
Yeah, the first round.
Oh, well, I'm totally lost. I don't understand what you mean.
Because there's no way for him to come back.
Oh yeah, that I'm still.
You got lethal.
I don't know what you're
talking. 1,000 ways.
I don't know what you're talking about. You must be drunk. Didn't your mom tell you to not cast drunk? Actually, she didn't.
No. No one told me.
Double Shadow Stab, so that's pretty crazy. You could have just gone for 3 times Leroy for the maximum BM.
So do you think you deserve that win?
Oh, it was the perfect draw. You start with Auctioneer, Sap, and double prep.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I think the only questionable thing was dropping the SI7 guys, and the counter Cypher did here actually was Miracle Rogue, or I don't know, was it backspace? It was Miracle Rogue versus Miracle, if I remember right. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna see that in a second with his starting hand.
Yeah, it's a Miracle.
Yeah, it's a Miracle versus a Miracle. He has the Auctioneer already plus the coin. Great advantage.
He has a better hand, most definitely.
Yeah, with the Deadly Poison and SI7 agent.
But you got a prep, shift, backstab, so a lot of card draw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could go either way.
You could go turn 4, double shift just to draw cards. I like that move actually against a Miracle Rogue. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, since you want to draw into your Eviscerates, you want to have an option to kill an enemy Auctioneer. If you drop your Auctioneer...
you can still kill with backstab, shift.
Yeah, if you can play it. So that's a big question. Again, the Earthen Ring play or not, just get some Void Control rolling. He's probably going to kill it.
That's fine with you. He would need to go for backstab SI7 to get rid of it.
Or you can just Deadly Poison up
or
his
Deadly
weapon.
Poison his weapon, yeah, that's fine.
And now it's like turn 4, so there could be the double shift or just weapon up shift, two possible plays.
I think weapon up shift is better, just to keep a spell for your Auctioneer, especially to combo it with your preparation.
Just attack.
I think I would have shift first, just in case, because you always want to, go for the card draw mechanism before you do something.
Yeah, I think it's okay if you're not planning to do anything else. I mean, the shift was here the only option.
Yep.
It would have maybe been good to shift first, and if you get a Deadly Poison, then don't attack, since you could go for preparation into Deadly Poison next turn. I agree on that, absolutely.
Yeah, there's the Earthen Ring Farseer.
But with the Auctioneer and the backstab, you absolutely go...
And then prep shift, most likely, prep shift is the best one, just to make use of the Auctioneer.
And I hope I'm getting a Shadow Stab, actually, since you don't want to leave that one out unconcealed now. You're actually really hoping for a Shadow Stab.
You don't get it.
Not getting it. Yeah, in this situation, I would... 10 out of 10 times, I would Shadow Stab my Auctioneer. Since... Yeah, it's gonna hurt you. You're relying on your top decks now. You get a rather okay hand, since Deadly Poison up, with Salnus and Blade Flurry, you can actually kill a concealed Auctioneer.
Do you think he's going for Salnus Blade Flurry now?
Salnus, Blade Flurry.
He gets card draw. The other option is a Blade Flurry SI7.
The main problem for him is if he ain't going for...
That's actually really good. What he did. SI7, coin, Van Cleave. I mean, you have the counter with the sap.
Right, 6/6 Van Cleave is my favorite turn 6 move, actually. He didn't draw any cards, but he got Leroy Shadow Step Leroy already in his hand. So there's like Weapon Up, Deadly Poison. You could kill both if you want to. Just attack one and then Blade Flurry. But I prefer to use a Sap here, especially if he plays a 4/4 Van Cleave next turn. You're just gonna go for the Blade Flurry.
Yeah, a Zudrake Blade Flurry or Selnus Blade Flurry.
It's a bit risky to not kill the SI7 agent.
With the Cold Bloods.
Yeah, if he has 2 Cold Bloods, he could just nuke so much damage in your face now.
But you got him down to 18. But no Shadow Stabs, no Leroy.
Yeah, exactly.
And as you already mentioned, he has Shadow Stab and Leroy on his hand. That's 12 damage.
You could actually go for Selnus, Leroy, Shadow Stab, Leroy, and just make a really big Leroy in the end.
He really wants a prep when he does that to combine it with a Fan of Knives. But now your value with the Blade Flurry is just crazy.
He's gonna Shadow Stab Leroy. The good thing is another sap. That's the option. Like sometimes you should have 2 saps in your deck. People put it out.
And in general, sap is like one of the worst cards against the rogue. But in this case, against the Van Cleave, it's so valuable.
Absolutely.
And we will see Selnus, a Blade Flurry, sap.
And you're stalling so good since he just Shadow Stepped, so no Leroy Shadow Step Leroy. I mean, 27 HP just saves you. And well, you could also Eviscerate just to not get that move again. It's questionable if you want to Eviscerate here, especially with an Azure in your hand. You could deal so much damage next turn, like the 6 damage Eviscerate.
That's like 10 damage.
Yeah, so it's a tricky question. Are you going to do it or not? Since he can do it over and over again with the Van Cleave.
Yeah, but he already used...
Well,
did he use 2
backstab,
or 1
if he goes for backstab, Fan of Knives, Van Cleave again. Or just finally for the Auctioneer some card draw.
He wants to get the other Shadow Stab, Cold Blood, stuff like that.
Yeah, he just needs to get some options. Especially, look at this. No preparation drawn by now. Only 2 cards from the auctioneer. So, you're dropping low 23, which is never cool. I mean, you don't want to drop low at all.
Wait a second.
And that ain't enough with double eviscerate. That's only 10 damage if you nuke it. But you can still
you
go.
couldn't even nuke it completely.
You can still go for Fan of Knives.
Eviscerate, Van Cleave,
yeah,
have a
Van Cleave,
6/6
so
out
good.
on the board.
And then next turn you get your Super Eviscerate again.
Yeah,
Plus the Cold
Super
Blood.
Eviscerate, Cold Blood. It's just so much damage.
It's looking not perfect, but rather okay. Can he kill it? So he got Shiv, SI7.
Can't kill it right now.
Well, he could just play
With
Leroy.
Yeah.
Leroy
and
Fan of Knives.
lose your win condition.
Well, sometimes Leroy ain't your win condition in this matchup, especially if you're behind. Then you go for this survive.
Shift to the face.
Okay,
he wants to get a sap, I guess.
He needs to survive. I mean, he drew the Shadow Step, so you get Leroy, Shadow Step, Leroy. Maybe just drop your Earthen Ring plus Van Cleave again, and you get your own 6/6 Van Cleave. Since you already played 2 saps, there ain't the option to sap again. You're on 17 HP.
Fan of Knives. What does he want? Oh, drew the sap.
That was so lucky. Getting the sap is actually what he needed to. There's only one response to that.
Grrr.
Yeah. Bark at your enemy in real life. But this is like super cool. Fan of Knives, SI7 agent plus Van Cleave. What the question is, are you going for Van Cleave or the Deadly Poison? Since the Deadly Poison is 6 definite damage, you would do 3 now, 3 next, and with the Azure Drake, you're just so close to kill him.
I think the Van Cleave is the correct choice here.
And he played 1 sap, so you get a 6/6 out.
Yeah.
He needs backstab Eviscerate to kill it, actually. And he used 1 Eviscerate in the face already. So he got 9 mana.
Or Assassin's Blade, Deadly Poison,
Yeah.
Cellness, Blade Flurry.
That would be maddening. What
Attack, Cellness.
What can you do here now? You get Leroy, Chest, you have Leroy, which ain't the best move here. You have your Earthen Ring. I think actually to stay alive, you should go for Earthen Ring, Shadow Step, Earthen Ring. Preparation probably, weapon up, shoot your weapon, and then drop a Van Cleave, which is rather high. I was just counting if he had Leroy, Shadow Step, Leroy, Cold Blood, Eviscerate, if I'm actually dead. You need to consider things like this.
Yep.
And be entirely unhappy if it happens. Those are the moments when you're slamming.
Well, if he had it, he would have probably finished you earlier.
I think he's going for that. Like just drop the biggest minion you can. He can even kill with his SI7 agent the 1. But I don't like about this move is you didn't heal up. I think with the heal up, it would be better for you.
He would have
so you
died either way, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he would have.
3. I think he would have died either way with a Deadly Poison.
But I agree. It's still better to go for the heal.
I think it was okay, since if you heal up twice, you just healed up the 1 attack from the SI7 agent. So killing it or healing up, this 3 damage, it would be 3 heal more than